I actually lied to you. We're not going to move to 174 just yet because we have this real world core skill up here to look at. It says represent real world problems. Systems of linear equations can be used to represent real world problems. To write a system of linear equations to represent a real world problem, read the problem carefully to identify the given information, determine the unknown values that will be represented with variables, and decide which operations are necessary. Write a system of linear equations to represent the problem. Tickets for a play cost either $10 or $15. A total of 200 tickets are sold. The total amount of money paid for tickets is $2,600. Write a pair of equations that can be written to model the situation. So up here, it's giving us the steps, and we are going to follow those. I'm not going to follow them word for word, even though we're going to do the same thing. And I'm going to check my key just a minute to see what they're talking about. Okay, I thought that's what they wanted. So here's what we need to do. This is a tough one. I'm going to put this in my own words first. And let me highlight a little bit. Tickets for a play cost either $10 or $15. The total amount of money paid for tickets is $2,600. Now, all those relate together because they're all money. So I'm going to highlight that together. Then this one is a total of 200 tickets are sold. So here's what I know. I have two choices for tickets. And these could be based on the time of day. They could be based on maybe if you buy the more expensive ticket, you get a free program. I don't know why they're different. It just tells me that they are. So I can get a $10 ticket or a $15 ticket. I'm going to let my $10 ticket be the X value and my $15 ticket be the Y value. So the first step is to define the variables. When I was in school, I have some learning issues, so I learned that if I put a box around my variables, it helped me. It kept me from getting things mixed up in my problem that shouldn't be there. So I call this a variable box. And by the way, you could use any letters you wanted for the values. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. Instead of X's and Y's, which are just general variables, and they're fine if you like that, I'm going to use a T for 10 and an F for 15. So I'm going to eliminate this. I've decided to use the T for 10 and the F for 15. Okay, the next thing they tell me is that a total of 200 tickets were sold. So we know that a total of 200 tickets were sold. That means that the $10 tickets plus the $15 tickets equal 200. So the T's plus the F's equal 200 tickets. Okay, so we have our first equation. We have defined our variables, And we have written our first equation based on that yellow piece of information. All right, here is the second one. This one relates to money. So we know that the same variables are going to hold, that the $10 tickets plus the $15 tickets equal $2,600. And we know that the 10s are represented by T, the F's are the $15 tickets. So I'm going to say that for every $10 ticket sold, we made $10. For every $15 ticket sold, we made $15. And together, we made $2,600. So 10T plus 15F equal $2,600. And there's the other equation. Now you might have noticed that I did something a little weird with that value of T. I just wanted to remind myself to show you. Be very, very careful right here that you don't confuse the variable T with the plus sign. I always avoided a variable T because of that reason. But you can make them very distinct. Put a tail on the letter T, and then the plus sign will not look the same. So the system of equations that we're looking for is T plus F is 200. And then the other part of the system is 10T plus 15F is $2,600. We don't have to solve the system. We just had to write it. So that would be your answer right there.